Srebrenica, a Muslim-populated eastern Bosnian enclave, sits in the Drina Valley, surrounded by high ground. A town where 8,000 had lived before the war, now home to 40,000 strong population, who fled the Serb army from elsewhere in eastern Bosnia. April 1993, a short, intense artillery attack kills 56 in less than an hour. A UNCHR official said, 14 dead bodies were found in a schoolyard. Body parts and human flesh clung to the schoolyard fence. The ground was literally soaked with blood. One child of about 6 years of age was decapitated. I saw 2 ox carts covered with bodies. I did not look forward to closing my eyes that night, for fear that I would relive the images. I will never be able to convey the horror.
Thank goodness the United Nations were there to help. Sir David Hannay, British Ambassador to the United Nations. What sort of problems did you face in Srebrenica?
Well, I remember at this time, the UN commander in Bosnia, General Moglion, with just a handful of people, was trying to restore some semblance of order and to get the Bosnian Serbs to cease their offensive. Now, there had been attacks and civilian deaths. It really was a very, very bad situation. But unfortunately, there was no possibility of the United Nations protecting Srebrenica at this time. You see, Srebrenica was surrounded by Bosnian Serbs. There was no way to actually get any troops in there. There were about 60,000 people milling around in a really very small area. And they were completely surrounded by hostile territory with armed forces. And so it was at this time that the decision was taken to declare Srebrenica a safe area, but not a protected area.
And the difference?
Well, yes, you see, in a safe area policy, basically both sides in a war zone we try to get them to respect a demilitarized area, primarily to allow humanitarian aid to get through to the refugees. Now, the word protect comes up time and time again in the discourse about a safe area policy, but it was never used in a single United Nations Security Council resolution. Deter attacks on. That's the wording that's used, to protect. Yeah.
Thank you, Sir David Hannay. You made your position perfectly clear.
Thank
you. The militia eyes were very red, probably from not sleeping for 2 or 3 days. They were very excited and they probably had been drinking by the look of them. They had the expression of someone who has done atrocities very close to blood. All of the houses were burning. There was smoke everywhere. All the windows on the ground floor of the warehouses and houses had their windows broken. There was smoke everywhere and there were corpses still on the street. And the big sound of artillery in the background, in the hills close to the city. There was an absolute, terrifying tension.
When I returned to Srebrenica, it was night. It was cold and it was snowing. There were people in the streets huddled around fires of plastic and cardboard. They had arrived in their thousands, tens of thousands, and there was no space for them. The school had been filled up with the first to arrive. The rest were people living in the street. The following night I saw long, uninterrupted lines of women and the children, old men, marching, walking through the snow. They were coming back, returning to Srebrenica. They were coming back to a place that was surrounded, from which there was no possible exit. And so this was when I said, yes, I will stay with you. I promise I will stay with you, and I do what is necessary for you to survive. The rest, you know.